Hello everyone and welcome to our Greater Vancouver monthly market update for April 2022. As always, our goal here is to bring you unbiased, unspun information about what is happening in the Greater Vancouver housing market. If you find this content valuable, please give it a like, a share, and hit that subscribe button down below to make sure that you don't miss any future episodes. All right, those winds of change that were on the horizon, well, it feels like they're finally here. But is that what the numbers tell us? Let's take a closer look and find out. All right, this month we'll start off as we normally do by looking at our rolling month-over-month activity table. And then what I want to get into is some anecdotal stuff, just to give you a bit of a boots on the ground perspective as to what's happening out there. So here are the latest sales, listings, months of inventory, and pricing numbers as of the end of March. Starting with the sales figures, we can see that March sales were up nearly 27% over the February numbers, coming in at 4,344 total transactions for the month. Now that's definitely a considerable uptick in activity, but as I mentioned last month, we're entering into the spring months, which is traditionally the busiest time of year when it comes to activity in the market. And real estate is extremely seasonal, and that's why when looking at real estate stats, it's very important to look at year-over-year figures, meaning if there were 4,344 sales this March, how does that compare to March 2021? And we can see that despite a 27% increase in sales from February, last month's sales were nearly 24% down from a year ago. Now, 2021 was the busiest year ever recorded in the Vancouver market, so we should definitely keep that in mind when comparing anything to what happened last year. Another way to put things into perspective is by looking at the historical 10-year average for a particular month. And when we look at it from that angle, last month was 25% above the historical average for March. So clearly, we're still in a very, very strong market. Moving along, let's next look at the listing figures, which were up 13%, finishing at 7,628 units. And as a result, we're running into the same issue as we had last month, where sales were vastly outpacing new listings, causing our months of inventory to continue to drop, now sitting at 1.8 MOI. And if you recall, anything under 4 months of inventory is considered a seller's market, which in turn causes prices to rise. And sure enough, the benchmark price for all property types across the region has now risen to 1.36 million, a 3.6% increase over February. On the surface, these figures indicate that the market is still on fire. And don't get me wrong, it is still very busy and in many ways quite an unhealthy market. Anytime you have 2 months of inventory or less, you will undoubtedly be seeing multiple offer situations, bidding wars, no subject to offers, etc. But monthly stats are a lagging indicator, and from a boots on the ground perspective, we have been seeing a softening in the market on a week by week basis. Now, look, that doesn't mean that the bottom is about to fall out or that a crash is coming or something like that. But is it possible that things have peaked and that we will see a return to a more balanced market in the coming months? Quite possible. To give you one example, we had a townhouse listed in Fleetwood in Surrey in the early part of March. Now, the townhouse market in Surrey Langley has been an absolute inferno over the last 12 to 18 months. We're talking 10 to 20 offers on every listing, no matter the condition. But in the week and a half, 2 weeks leading up to our listing going live, that started to scale back to about 4 to 5 offers per unit. Sure enough, ours hits the market, and it was nice. Corner unit, staged, wraparound deck, and a backyard, etc. And we only got 14 groups through our open house, and we only saw 1 offer on offer day. Now, we still sold it, and we got a very good price for our sellers, but we also had to recycle 36 feature sheets because we thought we were going to get way more traffic over the weekend. And this wasn't a one-off. One of the things that we do as agents is call around and talk to other realtors in different areas to get a feel of what they are seeing in the market. One agent that I spoke to who was tracking a particular a sub-area of Langley mentioned that the previous week there were 5 single-family homes that had offer dates that week, and 4 out of the 5 did not see any offers on offer day. So that's a big change from what we were seeing just a couple weeks ago. Now again, this is not the end of the world. It's actually healthy. That means people didn't have to go in subject free. They could do inspections. They could go, they didn't have to go way above over asking on these properties. But all I'm saying is that we are starting to see things ease off out there. And there's no doubt that one of the reasons that we are seeing this is increasing mortgage rates. The posted 5-year fixed rate at some lenders has quietly now crept up past 4%. And I'm told that the speed at which rates have been increasing over the last couple of months is actually at our historic level. We've never seen it go up this fast before. Now remember, a lot of people don't look at things as buying an asking price. They look at it as buying a monthly payment. So as those rates continue to climb, those monthly payments will start to look a lot less attractive. The thing is, there have been so many people that have been shut out of the market over the last couple of years who are waiting in queue, combined with the seasonality of the spring market, that I think it might not be until fall until we see the months of inventory return into a more balanced level. But it definitely is coming, in my opinion. All right, that's it for me for this month. Please subscribe, share this video if you found it helpful, and we'll catch up with you in about a month's time. Take care, everyone.